I'd like to call the Joint Internal Services Committee to order. And first, excuse me. And the first order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next is adoption of the agenda.
Support Perna.
Any comments? Please vote.
So what do we do here?
We can't do anything.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
It's supposed to pop up.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a box, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Popped out, yes.
Save.
Motion passes 9-0.
So it's not a joint.
Thank you.
meeting. This is not a joint meeting, right?
We have
Okay.
approval of minutes for the Joint Internal Services and Human Services Committees from May 9th. I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve?
But
Support
it's not a
Perna.
joint meeting, is it? Is this a
No, we're
joint?
just
meeting?
approving the minutes.
Support.
Oh, the minutes, okay.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, please vote.
No, the joint one's next week.
Two in a row, we worked.
What?
2 in a row, we worked.
Commissioner Zinner, did your vote pop up?
No,
Okay,
I will say yes.
thank you. Motion passes 10-0.
Thank you. Item 5, public participation. This is the first opportunity for public participation. Anybody who wishes to speak for a maximum of 3 minutes on any item that's on today's agenda is welcome to do so. Later in the meeting, there'll be a second public participation, in which time you can speak on any issue. Anyone for today's agenda? Last time, anybody to speak on items on today's agenda? I'll close public participation and move on into department recommendations. The first is we have an item waived by finance to this committee for a purchase of a Ford from Lunghamer Ford, a Ford Police Interceptor for $47,390. I would like a motion to approve this.
Motion to grant full board approval at this committee.
Support.
Thank you. We have Commissioner Grote and Commissioner Zinner making a motion and seconding it to grant full board approval for this. Nicole?
Hi, everybody. A little while ago, one of the sheriff vehicles was involved in an accident. The vehicle was totaled. So I called around, and actually Lunghamer was able to find a vehicle for me that met the specifications that we needed. I'm asking for full board approval right now because they won't hold it because they're kind of a hot commodity. Total cost is $47,390, which is covered by our risk management fund.
Thank you. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
I'm missing several. I'll call your names if you'd like to voice vote. Commissioner Ha? Oh, yours just came through. Commissioner Perna is not here. Commissioner Vansickle
Yes.
and Commissioner Zinner.
Yes.
Motion passes 10-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to 6B, a budget amendment from Information Technology for Trace 3, Cohesity Cloud Backup Solution for $65,614.44. I need a motion to, I would like to move this and item C to full board.
Motion to recommend to full board.
Support Nard.
Thank you. Commissioner Grote and Nard made the motion and seconded to move 6B and C to full board. Jaco?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. As you know, we've moved quite a few workloads to the cloud in the past 2 to 3 years, especially with SaaS solutions, becoming kind of the standard today. And with that, obviously, is, concerns about our cloud backups. So in most cases, we do have cloud backups as part of our contract. But for example, Microsoft Office 365, which we're moving everybody over to now, does not have a cloud backup solution. It does, but it doesn't fulfill everything that we do and require. So this is a request to buy a backup solution, and it's Cohesity, and it's a cloud solution. We are asking for a sole source purchase, a company called Trace3, which is currently helping us with the migration to the cloud, provided us with a quote, and they came back at around about $65,000. We also got quotes from 2 other companies, and the lowest was $81,000. So they are the lowest quote we could find, and we would like to proceed to buy this backup solution so we can actually, back up and restore emails that's in adherence to the county's 30-day retention policy and things like that.
Is part of that 65,000 for implementation?
Yeah, about 4,000, just under 5,000 is for implementation. The rest is
So
licensing
I
costs.
would
and
expect
so
the
on.
item in next year's budget to be less than this,
Absolutely, yep,
and that's for a year.
per year.
And does that length of time match any kind of, I don't know how FOIA works. Do we have to retain anything for FOIA, or if things fall up because our policy says we don't retain it longer, we just say we don't have it?
Yeah, we have a 30-day retention policy on email, and anything within 30 days we have and we can provide. Anything beyond 30 days we cannot provide. The FOIA request comes to us from legal, and we inform them that we don't have the data available, or we do.
Okay, good. Seeing no other speakers, please vote.
Commissioner Zenner, did yours come up?
No, but I'm not going to take it personally, Adriana.
Thank you. Thank you. Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Moving on to item, I'd like to take 6D and E together. Budget amendment, again, from Information Technology, part of the capital improvement plan for Karpel interfaces for $2,850. Karpel again, well, that's the total. And I'd like a motion to move the full board.
So move.
Support, Lucido.
Thank you. Commissioners Hall and Lucido made the motion and seconded it to move these 2 items, 6D and E, to full board. Jacob?
Commissioners, I have Todd Schmitz here with me as well from the prosecutor's office. He wants to say a few things as well. Just want to say that we are requesting approval for the Karpel system that we implemented last year to interface with Courtview, which is an application from the courts, New World application from computer-aided dispatch, and also Jail Tracker, which is an application from the sheriff's office. And, as I said, we've implemented this last year. Obviously now we want to optimize, with integration and things like that, so we can utilize this environment to its optimum.
And I'd be happy just to walk you through a brief explanation. This is an exciting project because with this, we hope to get your help to address a decades-old problem here. And starting off, I want to thank you because it's through your budget ordinance that you've given us the resource to get results from Macomb County in the area of law enforcement, specifically to attract talent. And Steve Jobs has a saying that talented people like working with other talented people. That's certainly true of the prosecutor's office. What we've been able to do, thanks to your help, is to prosecute modern crimes by forming modern units. That's with our major crimes unit, our hate crimes unit, our conviction integrity unit, among others. And that's because of the resources you've provided. We have modern technology to prosecute modern times. And again, that's thanks to you and specifically on today's agenda. We're building on the digital evidence management system that you helped us get, the digital case management system that you helped us get, the mobile phones for APAs. All of this is just within the last 3 years. It's been a remarkable transformation thanks to your support. And all of this has let us take a modern approach to modern prosecution, namely specialty treatment courts that have proven results, mental health assessments in every gun case as a condition of bond or before there's a plea, so that we try to get mental health intervention early before a person gets a chance to commit another crime with a gun, and the warrant appeal process and more. This one, I specifically want to call out and thank Commissioner Harold Haw. Now, victory has 1,000 fathers and defeat is an orphan. But in this case specifically, it was through Mr. Haw's leadership, helping Prosecutor Lucido by targeting people who owe $5,000 or more in child support, which is a brand new initiative our office started. We have already brought in 2 years, just about $1 million directly for the people of Macomb County. This was a problem that involves multiple departments, multiple branches of government, and Commissioner Hall, with Commissioner Brown's leadership and of course the unanimous support of the board, has persistently and consistently pushed this issue and is still doing so. We're still working on a task force thanks to Commissioner Hall, and we look forward to making progress. But as you can see from the results, $1 million for the kids of Macomb County just as a result of starting this program. And finally, our modern approach has included emphasizing grant opportunities. That was one where the board took a stand, helped us get a grant writer, and as a result, we've brought in a record amount of grant money, whether it's auto theft grant, hate crimes grant, conviction integrity grant. And all of that has produced results for us, whether it's discovery case information that's out faster than it's ever been, communications with victims has never been better thanks to text messages. Warrant review is the most current it has ever been for the office. Detectives can see all of their upcoming hearings in a one-stop shop now, including cancellation notices so that they can stay out on the road and patrol rather than come to court for canceled hearings. And subpoena packets have never gotten into the hands of detectives sooner than they have now. All of that is a plus, and that's all been done while our talented prosecutors and staff continue to prosecute crimes, which is the daily bread and butter of what we do. But today specifically, we want to address a decades-old challenge. And as you can see, a description of the process is that the detectives type case information. Then the prosecutor's office types that same case information. Then district court clerks type that same case information. And you see where it's going over and over. If you were looking to create a department of redundancy department, this would be the exact way to do it. And this is how it's been done for decades until today with your help. And so the three interfaces will actually address three important pieces of this puzzle. It'll give circuit court judges the same benefits that district court judges already get. Namely, we can get subpoena packets into the hands of witnesses and victims within 24 hours of a court clerk scheduling a hearing. In addition to that, we want to streamline warrant requests, and this will reduce redundant data entry for 5 of the police agencies in Macomb County that use the New World system. Even though it's only 5 agencies, that covers just about 50% of the county population just with this one sweep. And then next year we'll be coming back to do the rest. The reason for that is because each police agency uses a different system, and so we're having to put this together as best we can. And then the last one is we want to alert prosecutors when a defendant is taken into custody. Right now there's a gap in the process when a person is out on probation or out on bond and they get picked up. That doesn't necessarily always translate into communication to a prosecutor handling their case right away. And so now this will let us bring motions to revoke the bond or protect the victim or add a tether or do some other things that we couldn't already do. So the bottom line on today's resolution is we're considering and we're asking you for a resolution to link 3 separate systems that for decades have not been linked. It's the Courtview system with the courts, the circuit court, the New World system with police agencies, and the jail tracker system for the in-custody with the county jail. So it's another way we want to use modern technology to prosecute modern crimes and continue that. And again, thank you, because the budget ordinance that you passed and that you enforced sets the stage for all of these wonderful things for law enforcement. And I'm also happy with Jacob to answer any questions that you have.
Thank you. Commissioner Hall?
Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to say, even though it's just a small piece of technology being used in the child support initiatives, this has turned out to be a godsend, really, in getting people to step forward and resolve some of the delinquent payments to families and children. So I support this initiative 100%. Thank you, Chair.
These are all interfaces between different software systems, so there's no additional licenses?
No.
Okay, so there's going to be no ongoing,
The cost that we provided is the cost for implementation, for development, and so forth, so.
okay, good. Chair Brown?
Yeah, want to thank the prosecutor's office for coming along and supporting the request. It was a good description of what's been done and what's going to be happening as a result, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no other speaker requests, please vote.
You can always tell by that smile over there.
I see our new system is working.
Yeah.
Not new yet.
It's really delayed, Chair. If
Old
you'd like to do a
system.
voice vote, I can add it in.
Anyone opposed?
Don't give him a question, just.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. We will move on to 6F, also Information Technology Maintenance Agreement for second quarter 2024 for People-Driven Software and Trace 3, total of $68,185.24. I need a motion to pass these to the full board.
So
Motion
moved by
to
Nard.
recommend to full board.
Thank you, Commissioner Nard, and Grote made the motion and supported it to move 6F to full board. Jaco?
Commissioners, these are just two maintenance items I'm bringing forth. The first one, Verified Call Analytics, is software that we use on our VoIP system to understand phone calls that went between different numbers. And we utilize it for FOIA requests and things like that. And then the next one is our PowerMax storage environment. It is maintenance. We've owned that system for 5 years now. The maintenance was paid up for 5 years, and now we got to start paying maintenance on this system. So that's $54,000 for a total of $68,185.
Thank you. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. 6G is a agreement with Presidio and Cisco for flex agreement charges for $19,422. I need a motion to recommend this to full board.
So moved.
Motion to recommend to full board.
Support.
Support.
Thank you. Commissioner Grote and Haw made the motion and supported it to move 6G to full board. Jaco?
Commissioners, this one is one that we brought to you, I think, end of last year, and it was actually paid in January. Since then, we've upgraded our voice over IP system, and for that purpose, we need 180 more licenses on that system, and that affects the price of this, which increased the price with $19,000. So what I'm here for today is to ask you to add the $19,422 to that agreement.
Thank you. Seeing no speakers, please vote.
just missing a couple. Commissioner Nard
Yes.
and Commissioner Perna. Yes. Thank you. Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Moving on to 6H, AT&T Long Distance Service for, I'm a little confused here. Is it 4.4 cents or 44 cents?
44 cents.
44 cents, and we have it wrong in the agenda. For a maximum of $3,000 a year, a 2-year contract. I need a motion to move to full board.
So move.
Support.
Thank you. Commissioner Hall and Nard made the motion and supported it to move 6H to full board. Jaco?
Commissioners, this is the AT&T contract that's expiring July 1st. They gave us a new contract for 2 years. It is always a 2-year contract, and it is for the same price that we had for the last 2 years.
Thank you.
Do you have some-
Commissioner Zinner?
Is this the 911, or is this something different?
No, this is just long distance
Long distance for business
calling on,
purposes.
Oh, I see. Thank
on
you.
desk
Thank you,
phones.
Jacob.
Seeing no other speakers, please vote.
Yes, Adriana.
Commissioner Ha. Thank you. Commissioner Lucido? Yes. Thank you. Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Item 6I, purchase of people-driven technology, Cisco Unified Communication and Contracts Center upgrade. There's a cost decrease of $72,505. I need a motion to move this to full board.
Motion to recommend to full board.
Support.
Thank you. Commissioner Grohl and Haw made the motion and supported it to move item 6I to full board. Jaco?
Commissioners, this is a one that I don't bring to you often, but it's a cost decrease. And what happened is Cisco actually changed their licensing model. And because of that, the original quote they gave us reduced very significantly. So it's because it's over 5%. I'm just bringing back to the board to inform you.
Yay.
Okay, seeing no speakers, please vote.
Yes, Adriana.
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Item 6J, master service agreement with Trendset Communications Group for low voltage cabling contract for $70,000 a year. I need a motion to move this to full board.
So moved by Nard.
Support.
Thank you. Commissioner Nard and Grote made the motion and supported it to move the 6J to full board. Jaco?
Commissioners, this is an agreement with Trendset Communications Group. They do the cabling for us throughout the county. We would like to award a 3-year contract to Trendset based on unit pricing, hourly rates, and so forth. And this will allow the county to remain consistent with our vendor in case of cabling issues, establish and maintain a relationship with this vendor to understand our requirements and be able to budget consistently for low voltage cabling. We did, by Commissioners Van Sickle's request, we have a master services agreement, but it is limited to $70,000 per year. That's the total budget we have.
Commissioner Hall?
Thank you, Chair. Jaco, I just wanted to point out an item I, you gave us back 70,000, item, or 72, item J, you spent 70 of it. Just a point. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner.
So we're 2,000 negative.
I think the 70 was already in the budget, though.
Oh, good thing.
So it wasn't a new item. So we really did get some savings. Okay, please vote. Or do-
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Item 7 is public participation. Anybody in the public wish to comment on anything? Public participation? A little light on the public today. Public participation for third time. We'll close public participation and move to commissioner comments as soon as I get there. No one has anything to say today?
I do. I hit the button.
Commissioner Nard?
I just wanted to congratulate Commissioner Ganem on his first day.
Thank you.
Looking like a natural over there. So that's all. I just
Get my
wanted to
feet wet.
congratulate him. Yep, congratulations.
Thank you.
Commissioner Haw?
Since Commissioner Nart jumped in on me, I wanted to welcome Gus to his first meeting and assure him they're not all like this. So, thank you.
Not a very chatty group today. Seeing how
Mr. Chairman, I get Dwight.
Commissioner Ganem,
Yeah.
it's already read. It's
Oh.
already on.
I'd like to thank each and every one of you. It's going to be an honor to serve with you. I hope that these next 6 months enlightens me in how the county works more than I've been with certain factions of you already, worked with you on a lot of different projects, and I can only say that it's going to be my pleasure to be here for at least 6 months with you and hopefully another 4 years after that. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else? Then we'll close commissioner comments and move on to closed session.
Any motion to go in closed session?
Thank you. Commissioner Sabatini and Lucido made the motion and supported it to move to closed session.
Do I need to advise it? Do I have to say it?
To read that and that.
Oh, okay, sorry. There's some text we need to read. The closed session is to discuss Court of Appeals case number 370065, Peter J. Lucido versus Mark A. Hackle and County of Macomb, and number 2, attorney-client privilege memorandum from independent counsel dated February 15, 2024. We need to vote on going to closed session.
Yes.
I'll call a roll call vote if it's okay, just since the system's having some issues. Commissioner Ganem,
Yes.
Commissioner Grote,
Yes.
Haw,
Yes.
Kraft,
Yes.
Lucido,
Yes.
Perna, Nard,
Yes.
oops, Sabatini, Van Sickle,
Yes.
Zinner,
Yes.
Chair Brown.
Yes.
Motion passes 10-0.
Thank you. I'd like a motion to concur with the filing, the court filing
Amicus brief.
specified in closed session.
The amicus
Let
brief.
me rephrase your motion if I may. The motion is to allow legal counsel to file the amicus brief as discussed.
Thank you. Commissioners Hall and Lucido made the motion and seconded it.
All those in favor?
Any discussion? Hearing none, please vote.
Oh, it works again. Yay.
should we just verbally?
No, it's-
My words, anyway.
Commissioner Ganem, I think yours didn't prompt. If you want a voice vote, I can add it on.
No, I got it.
You got it, okay. Commissioner Grote,
Yes.
I was gonna abstain because I don't know enough about it, but the heck.
motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Moving on to,
Motion to adjourn.
thank you.
Where's dinner? Oh, who beat me?
Thank you, Commissioner Lucido and Commissioner Hall made the motion
Right,
and
right.
supported it to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Ay, ay, ay.
See you Thursday.